Hey, how are you?
Hi. No, he doesn't hear you. I have the headphones,
Okay.
so
Ah, yeah. Say hi for us.
say de cómo estás. Todo bien.
Solas Brothers.
Okay. So, and
Pascal, can you do
before,
a small wrap up of the last session? Because
yeah.
it's in Spanish, I couldn't get it.
Okay. So basically, we had Alfonso and me had a session before Christmas. It was just him and me. And what we have done basically was to write down a draft, more like a script for this third phase of the project, so we can understand basically what we are going to do between today and GlobalCamp for the website. So the idea, as we talk about, is to use these Hangout sessions now to produce contents and to work on the topics and on the ideas that we develop during the second phase. So here we write down some topics that we need to work on from to GlobalCamp, and that we need to develop and to have on the website: the frequent asked questions, story section, projects, production spaces with circle labs and so on, the users system, and the welcoming guide for newcomers. These are topics that we thought first of all that we need, but also that we thought that we can achieve. I mean that we can have enough time to develop. So we here also have a structure of this third phase. I don't know if you're seeing it. Is in the mid-minutes document. Are you looking
Yeah,
at
I'm
it?
following
Or
up.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So we have here this a structure. So we have like 10 weeks in which I mean we have 14 weeks until GlobalCamp, and now we have less because we postponed the first session. So I don't know. We have to count down, but it's okay. So maybe, I don't know, 13, 14 weeks, in which we can have 10 weeks to develop the topics. And then we have like a frame of time to finish the topics that we have left to do, something left to do. And we set here the main goals that we have. Like a main goal, basically develop all the contents and topics that we discussed during the two previous phases, and particular goals, specific goals. Develop the distribute system in the websites. This is the system that Alfonso is working on to have a personal profile, so you can upload circles, labs, projects, and so on.
Okay.
To structure and organize the project specific-wise, and so networks, all these things, CivicWiser, circles, labs, blah, blah, blah. And to develop this welcoming guide for newcomers, and to have all these things that we also talk about to have on the user system, so you can download resources that you like this contact guide or contact cards, or I don't know, whatever. So the idea today, based on that, is to start to work on it. So what we need to do is to pick a topic on the list that we, first of all, we feel to work on it, and that we thought that is a, I don't find the word, priority, and to work on it during the session. So I think, I mean, for me, with this list, I'm going to copy the list on the meeting minutes of today. So, sorry, I'm going to put here this. So, we have these topics, and we have to choose one topic to develop today. For me, I think that we can work maybe on projects, because I think it's the main priority of all these things, and also because we can take advantage of the work that also you were on the session of what the fuck is going on. So and they were talking about this. Joanna was proposing a form, and I think we could take advantage of that and work on to develop the form, the specific form for the projects on the website. The other option, I think, is the frequent asked questions, but I don't know as you want. So
I vote for the projects as well, because it's the highest priority.
Okay.
Yeah, we can profit of all the work that has been done by Joanna. We can take
Okay.
all the fields and no, Lea, no. Ven aquí. Sorry about that. But yeah. Project is a good choice for me.
Okay. In another session, I remember that we start to write a draft of fields that we need on the form to present projects. So basically, I think that we can. I'm trying to find that, and we can try to mix the work that we were doing about this and the or the structure that Joanna also was proposing. Maybe also
Iona's form.
Sorry?
I pasted on the chat the Iona's form on Google Docs.
But in what's that? But where?
At the chat here.
But at the chat of...
You don't see the chat.
Okay. Sorry. I will find, I will look in. Okay. Okay, put here. And this, okay. Maybe also, because you, Julia, you were on that session, so maybe you can make a brief for us.
Yeah, sure. The idea was that what Iona was proposing is that when you are in the process of a project, when it's not finished yet, we were talking about it would be very good if you can share it within the community, not publishing it on the website, but kind of getting feedbacks from the community about the project itself. And for this, we discussed a little bit about having like hangout sessions where people related with certain topics may come together, or some circles might manage starting some hangouts, which is shared within the CivicWise community, actually. Because there are some, if you run into some problems with budget, I don't know, with your client and things like that, which you wouldn't like to show to the whole world, but you would like to share with the community, so maybe you can find solutions together.
Okay.
That kind of internal communication might empower the whole community. That was the main idea. That's the reason why we were discussing having this internal and external communication a little bit apart, because there are things that you wouldn't, I mean, I don't know, if you are not getting proper payment and things like that, which is very much at the core of also the business, but is like really hidden and you don't discuss it anywhere. So it's also, it would be interesting to get feedbacks in the process. That was the main thing. And Iona was saying that mostly in the French culture, you don't show anything until it is really finished and well polished. So that they, in their Paris circle, they wouldn't show unfinished work to other people. So that was the main thing. And yeah,
Okay.
they are going to test something when Jonathan is going. I think Jonathan is coming to Madrid, and they are planning to test this internal presentation thing when they are there. That's the plan for now, at least.
Yeah, but we were talking about this because the idea was to test this session during this weekend, but we saw that it's going to be very complicated. Also, I mean, we are going to be in a group to have a hangout with a group for another experiences that we had. It's very complicated. So finally, they agreed to have this first session to test how to solve this project in a hangout session. I think next week. I'm not sure.
Okay.
At all, but I think that this was the idea.
Okay.
That I was because Francisco write a comment here in Slack, and I replied to him, and because the thing that I have some concerns is that sometimes I think that we make this distinction very straight between internal and external communication, or between internal processes and external processes. I'm not sure that we had this boundary, because we can find this boundary, because I mean, it's strange that what we are building is an open field, a truly open field. It's an open network. So I don't know what is exactly internal. I don't know what is exactly inside and outside. I mean, when we are talking to present our projects on the website, we are saying that we want to show this project on the website for external people. At the same time, we thought about this as a tool for internal people, and at the same time, is what I was saying, it's difficult to make a difference, because any people that get the website and is taking a look, maybe that people is not already connected to CivicWise, it's a potential CivicWiser. So I think that to simplify tools, we need to think tools that for both profiles, people who is inside and people who is already connected with CivicWise, and people who is not yet connected with CivicWise. And I think that maybe what I was saying is that at the end, maybe these two tools can work together. These sessions like Think Commons or Pechakucha sessions, Hangout session where you can share and explain and get feedback. And this tool can work together with the project presents on the website, because people, if we are able to build this map, when you can find all the projects, the people, the circles, and whatever, you can find a project and see which people, which requesters work on it, and you can see where's the city. You can find the main information. Select these projects, and then you can talk on Slack and you say, okay, I want to talk about this project because I check it out on the website and I think it's very interesting. So please, Joanna, tell me more about it. You can be on the next session, the next internal Think Commons session. So at the end, I think that these two tools could work together. So just there's a reflection. I don't know, but here the work that we have to do about the form. This was a test that we make with for hacker residents, and this was the main fields that were of. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think? We try to check because I saw on this doc that Joanna shared that there is also like a sheet, card of a project, and you can find a project description, a tweet, hashtags, site. So basically, I saw that it's basically also like a form, no, with the main data of the project.
Yeah.
Budget and.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to compare the two forms and maybe to join both.
Yeah, I like the idea of having this communication, for example, this communication, main communication thing.
Mm-hmm.
At least, I mean, because sometimes we also do just try to spread the word of the whole Streetvisors, and yeah, it's always good to have some really hashtags and strict information about how to communicate the project. We don't have that in I think in the first one we did, right? That one.
In the first what?
In this first prototype we made like a month or 2 months ago. This what you pasted recently. We didn't have the communication data here. Maybe
we put here at the end, we put like tags, but I don't know if you are.
Yes, I see it.
Talking about this.
But the tags are to follow it on the website, mostly, right? Hashtags are something, if you communicate the project, that's the ones you should add, maybe.
But if you communicate the project through social media or
Yeah.
Okay. 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 They have here project description. We also have it here. What we don't have is this tweet.
Pascual, one thing, where can I find the document from Joanna?
At the beginning here of the meeting minutes.
This one? Ah, okay.
I put the link here.
Okay. Perfect, thank you. Okay.
And yeah, they have here like project description, which is a short paragraph. we put here like 10 words minimum. I don't know if we should add like a maximum of words also.
Oh, I don't think it's necessary.
Or what do you think?
It's up to Alfonso if it doesn't change a lot the design or the.
Okay, then we have images.
Sorry, I didn't.
No, we were about the description that we put here 100 words minimum, and we are saying that I don't know if it makes sense to put also like a maximum of words or no, or
I don't think so. No, I think can be a free field. I mean,
okay.
we don't know exactly what we need, so maybe no limitation at the beginning.
Okay. One thing here, I don't know if it's possible technically, Alfonso. We put about the images, we put like a feature image, and then we have like all the other images. Maybe we can find like a mix. Needs to add here like add the images in different galleries, so you can make like small packages of images, because making example that for Hacker Residence, I can load the images with one gallery, which is the first workshop, with the image of the first workshop. I want to build another gallery with the second workshop and with the presentation. For example.
Perfectly possible. Yeah, no problem.
And I don't know what do you think, Julia, Alfonso, Luis? I don't know if it's interesting. I find this in Arkia. When you have to upload this in the website project, they give you this option. I don't know if it's. I don't reflect.
Yeah, I like having multiple galleries. I like the idea of that, and also, Alfonso, is it possible to add captions for the images or to the galleries? I don't know.
Yeah, you can add captions to every image, but normally when you make a gallery, you can show the captions, for example, over the photo.
Okay.
And it's a good idea.
Okay. I wrote it on the session.
Yeah, the thing, one thought about multiple galleries. I like the idea. The same reason that I was talking about before, no limitation, but I think and it's the same. I think maybe we need tools to how do you say, to tell the project in a few words. Tell the project not in a long format. If you can attach as many images as you want, the risk is that you are not going to make a selection.
Yeah.
For me, it's important to make a selection. So no limitation, but I don't know if we have talked about some rules or some guide to upload the project, but I think we need that kind of guide,
Yeah.
saying that it's necessary to select the materials and all those things.
For that, the thing that comes to my mind is the forms that you have to for a crowdfunding proposal in Goteo, because when you're filling the form, in each field you have a small text that gives you some advices about how to write that text to. I mean, for example, for description, you have a small text that say, okay, remember that you have to be concrete and direct about what you were talking, because it's going to be the first text that people is going to see when they get into the project page. Or, for example, for images, okay, you can add as much images as you want, but remember that it's good to select a number between 5 and 8 to have a direct visualization about the project and blah, blah, blah. So maybe we can, like, you have all the time, like this guy that is helping you to.
Yeah, it's a good idea
I don't know.
to integrate the guide into the form. I mean, this way when you are uploading the project, you have all the information you need to do it. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Maybe we need, or it's useful, or I don't know, to get a similar aspect, or no, it's not about a similar aspect. I'm thinking about required fields, for instance, no? Some required fields, and maybe a hierarchy of information, no? Easy to travel inside, no? So I'm thinking about that you are discussing about the rules, about the amount of words, and maybe it must be free, but with a hierarchy, no? A required field, 100 words, and then thousands of words if you want, no? But in order to get an idea easily, no?
Fill some fields, some mandatory fields, and then the rest are optional.
I hear you really far, Alfonso.
Sorry.
But I don't know if it's me.
No, me too.
Okay.
Maybe better now?
A bit.
Maybe better now? No.
A little bit.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. Now better?
Yes?
Okay. I was saying that
Better.
perfect now. If you were saying that your idea was that we need some mandatory fields that are mandatory to upload a project, and then the rest of the fields are optional. Are you saying that?
Yes, something like that, no? To get the big frame of the project, and no, if you are looking for something, if you are trying to get an idea, if you are looking for a person or a topic, or rules to find it, or ways to find it easily, and well, a hierarchy of information, no? Little by little, and of course, finally, all the information you wanna give to the net, but
yeah.
Okay, what I'm I don't know if the space in which we are working on, the meeting minutes document, is helping us so much. So I don't know, what do you think? What do you think if we start to work on this form in another document, a specific document, to work on the form, and also would be easier to share with all the community, to say, okay, we're working about the form to upload projects, so share your comments, instead of share all the meeting minutes document, because otherwise it's going to be.
Okay.
Is this? I'm going to put it here.
And do you think we need to have some mandatory fields?
Well, I'm not sure, but I guess so.
I mean, like name of the project or description. Some of them must be mandatory. I think some are not. Maybe. I don't know.
Do you think that we don't need to have mandatories, or we do?
I mean, if we don't have mandatory, then it means everything is mandatory for me.
Yeah.
So is it better to have the all things in the list as mandatory, or to have some of them not mandatory?
For me, the second one.
Yeah, the second one, because I'm imagine the thing like a form with a lot of fields. So if every field is mandatory,
It doesn't fit to everyone's needs. Probably.
Yeah, and the risk is that many people have not the time to fill all the fields, you know. And I think it's better to have a project with some fields that don't have the project at all. So some fields mandatory and the rest optional.
Okay.
For me.
I shared on the chat, on the Hangout chat, a document in which we can start to build this, and maybe we can start also to add these small paragraphs that we were talking about to be like a guideline. Or so, for example, this can be like a like that, maybe like that. So we have this here. We can have okay, description. So we can have here. I don't know how to say in English as you saw the document, Alfonso? Right, sir? Right, sir?
No.
On the right,
Chat.
on the chat, Google chat.
Google Hangout chat.
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, but I don't have access to the.
Okay, I pasted on the Slack.
Okay.
Thank you, Julia.
Welcome.
So I'm here. I put this, but I think that we need to work on this kind of like helps that the form could have in each field. Here we will have the description. Here we will have the tweet. And we could add, if you want, for that mandatory, we could add something like that. Sorry. Something like that. For example.
Yes.
So description, I think is mandatory. Status, I think is mandatory. People involved, I think it's mandatory.
Images.
Yeah.
I'm things, but if you are not agreed on it, you can write upon the thing or in suggesting something on the document. So I'm just writing to dos. Okay, images, status, date, people involved. Okay. Images, partners. Okay, production space. Services tax. Repository.
Can we make the tags mandatory? Services tags, the last ones.
Not sure.
Because if we are going to, I don't know, if we are going to build kind of a, when you click on Madrid, then if you could see all the projects done in Madrid on the website, then I think this should be mandatory.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
we
you're
are
right.
going to have this kind of a system.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because this is a thing that the last time we didn't discuss, I guess, which is this, how it's going to be, how it's going to work this. So I don't know, Alfonso, for that, what fields do you need to have the system working? If we need to, if this is going to work something like this with tags, or it's or if needs to be done separately. So maybe we need to have like so the same that we have labs, we have to add like circles, so you can select on a list of all the circles that we already have from the system uploaded, or something like that. Or
yeah, but for example, what if Madrid Circle is working on a project in Tenerife? I don't know. Then how will you?
Yeah.
But no. I think there is a misunderstanding here. from my point of view, circles don't work in projects.
Okay,
People work in projects. Okay.
agree.
So for me, is that the point? We can say that, for example, like production spaces, the main production spaces that are involved in a project are, for example, Civic Tech Lab and Madrid Cycle. That is fine for me, but that's all. So there is no problem for me.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah, for me, completely agree.
yeah, I didn't understand the question, Pascual, that you asked before.
No, sorry. So I don't know if I cut you or.
No, that's all. I didn't understand the question.
No, it was about the system. I mean, if we need, but already answered. I mean, and you're right, Circles doesn't develop projects. Maybe people from Circles are involved on projects, but are people. So and you have that here. Sorry, here with the people involved. So we solved.
Okay.
So once you click on a circle, maybe you have the people on that circle, and then if on someone specific, then you can check the projects that you were involved and with role. So
Something like
okay,
that.
okay. Or you can go the other way around. You can check first on the specific profile, and you can see project and circles connected to that people, or you can see projects. And so, okay. I don't know if we should add a field, something like because here on Joanna document they have right after the name they have like type of project. So I don't know if we should have something like that. I guess so, but I don't know how to. Something here. I'm putting suggesting mode, so and you say what you think. So if we have that, I guess that we should like a sort of list, right? Like I don't know, building. But for me, I don't know. I'm not sure because I think that this kind of description to have right after, I mean, one of the first fields to have is the type of project. I think that for people don't know anything about the project is useful. But when you are uploading a project, I don't like so much because they are very, I mean, and also in Civic Watch is complex to sometimes to catalog a project because sometimes it's a mix of a lot of things. So
Yeah, also
so not sure.
even it might be a digital platform. I don't know.
Okay.
But it might be interesting to see how physical it is. It's also. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't make it mandatory because, or even if it is mandatory, maybe you need to choose. I mean, you might be able to choose 2, 3. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure about this.
Yeah. I think that shouldn't be mandatory, and we should add the possibility to choose more than one, just one.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rest are thinking, but
I agree with you, Pascual.
I guess that located is not the word, but I don't know how to say in English.
Categorize? Not sure.
No, it's like yeah, it's more like that you can situate the project more or less. I don't know how to say in English.
Classify.
Okay, I'm going to try to find.
What are you trying to say in Spanish?
Ubicar.
Pero ubicar, physically.
No, conceptualmente. O sea, es elegir categorías que ayuden a ubicar más o menos el proyecto. ¿De qué va la cosa?
Label?
Contextualize the project.
Maybe. Maybe. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. And I can have. Okay. And here I guess need a very long list to give a lot of options because project in CivicWise is very difficult to label, I guess. So maybe right now it's not going to come, but we need to work on this. I guess that we need a very long list.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it will go something like that.
Okay. I guess also that once we have some of these, we can add make groups inside. Okay. Images. The parameters. We said that we have a maximum or a minimum or not.
For a gallery to be like a gallery, I think we need a minimum, at least.
Okay.
If you put two images, it's not a gallery. It's if it ends very
Okay. I guess that we should have also technical issues like maximum of size and things like that, Alfonso?
Yeah. WordPress is going to produce many versions of an image to suit all the needs of the templates. But the image must be big enough. So let's say 1,900 pixels wide. Okay.
Like this?
Sorry?
1,000?
Yeah.
And
1,000. 900 pixel wide.
Okay. And size? We need like, I mean, el peso de la imagen.
Ah,
No, o sea, no el tamaño, el peso.
it's in relation with the size. I mean, with the pixels. You know, you don't need to worry about the compression because that is done by WordPress too.
Vale. Okay. Okay, for this. Okay. What do you mean with image captions?
Explaining the image in text.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and it's useful too to to credit the image.
Yeah, also the name of the photographer and so on. Yeah.
We can add this kind of things here, maybe in the general description of the field, or like remember to mention the author of the images and blah blah blah. Or
Yeah.
okay, and here, okay, help me with this text.
Okay.
Add some images. Explain. Okay. Maybe if I could click here, like this thing, remember. Okay. This size is a max minimum. Okay. Okay.
And I'm not sure we understood Alfonso correctly because I think it is 1900 pixels width minimum, not like 1000 to 900 pixels. But I'm not sure if we need to ask him. I think he meant that.
Okay.
This is the minimum width.
Ah, okay, sorry. Okay.
But I'm not sure we should ask him again.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so we can here. Okay, I think it's important also to think about the order of the fields. I don't know if you think is good like that right now. Description, type of project. Then you have a tweet, the website, images. Okay, status. Date.
Is it about how it will look, or is it about only the form now? We are discussing the order of things. If we are going to reorder this list, is it only for the form, or also how we will see it on the website? Or both?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily the same order, no?
Okay.
Or are you suggesting that it's the same?
No, I don't know, because I guess this is also a technical thing, because, for example, when you add images, I don't know if, for example, we are going to opportunity to insert the images, I mean, to place it wherever you want, or always are going to be on the same place on all the projects, for example. So, I mean, we are going to give the opportunity to have like a paragraph. Then if you want to put images here, you can put images here. And then another paragraph, then the images, or no, or we're going to make like, we are going to simplify, and then we are going to put always the feature images in the first gallery, then the description, then the rest of the galleries, something like that. So
yeah,
these kind of things.
Mm-hmm. Good question. So both things we have to think about the form and also about the page of the project. Okay. But these mock-up things, I think maybe it's better to delegate in a team, you know, to someone that is doing a proposal, and then that's all, because I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess that first of all, I guess that we need to decide, maybe not today, but I guess that what we need to decide is, for example, if we are going to give the opportunity to design, like design your template, or it's going to be like a mandatory template, or maybe could be a mix. So maybe what we can have is that we can design like 3 or 4 templates to show the projects with, okay, here you're going to have the images, here you are going to have the text, blah, blah, blah. So we have like 4 templates, something like that. And then when you upload the project, you can choose the template that you want to use. And once we decide that, then someone can start to work on it and trying to make a mock-up of these templates. If we decide it's going to be various some different templates, or if we decide it's going to be just one, so someone can work on it. Or so first of all, we need to decide how it's going to be the function of the uploading. Then someone can start to work on the template.
Okay, let's do that.
And for me right now, maybe the best option could be to have like 3 or 4 templates. Also because this list of templates can grow later. I mean, if someone have another proposal, can make a proposal of another template, and if we like it, we can upload to the system, and then now we have instead of 4, we have 5 templates, or 6 or 7. So it's a system that you can make it grow. So could be fine. I don't know.
So every project in the website will not have the same template. You will be, these templates are not there only to kind of test and choose which one is the best, but we are going to have kind of multiple templates to show the projects, right?
Yeah.
And then will we, if that's the case, if visually there's going to be more than one template, also the order now is going to change.
Yeah.
Because how you put things visually will change. So maybe I don't know.
For me, this is a second step, a second phase of the thing. Let's start with one template because we need some time to design the template, to code it. So for me, it's a good thing to start with one template, and then maybe we can make a second one, a third one, but
okay, yeah, good. And also because if we make multiple templates, we need to think about this that Julia said, that maybe there are multiple templates, but I guess that we should have like a fixed matrix that always, you can change some things, but you have like a structure that you always. Visually it changed, but always have the same structure. I don't know if. No, but.
Yeah, let's just do one for now, and then we will see.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there is already too much information that needs to go in.
Yeah. Okay, here in date field.
Yeah, maybe that one is mandatory and these ones are not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Things of partners.
La semana que viene hablamos de las contratas. Hacemos una sesión de mercado. Yo vuelvo entonces yo vuelvo por la mañana.
Maybe we could have here like motor, something like that. Just this is contribute subsider. I don't like it too much. But maybe here on this field, partners, we could add also like roles. I don't know. Who is the promoter? Who is the or something? I don't know.
We get to the same problem with the client.
Yeah. Yeah, because another big topic for us. If we put here like partners, or we put clients, or we put both, or we put, and then we make a differentiation or not.
Maybe we keep the partners as the main topic and put
Mhm.
clients here.
Imagínate que ellos dicen, mira, nosotros queremos prisa y nos gustaría que estuviera de esta fecha. O a lo mejor,
And also if there are any consultants, it also goes here.
Okay.
a lo mejor ellos, claro, a lo mejor ellos dicen, mira, si esto se
So here, that, right?
Yes, I think it's better.
Okay.
So if you have a, I don't know, an acoustic consultant, it also goes here.
I like also this thing, maybe not to make it mandatory, but to add the budget. I think it's interesting.
Yes, agree.
Here. So we have here in the ANA proposal, they have also the temporality is state. And then they have this intervention, level of intervention.
Also, there is this economic model on the page 15.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, but I think it's interesting. As well.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to talk about it, maybe it goes below budget. How it works.
For example, maybe let's say that we put here this, and then we have production spaces, services tax. Okay, and then here we can add this, right? Okay, because here they have, in their proposal, they have, after they have a text, they call process. So I guess that this is the main text in which I have context, creation, and development. And then they have the feedback, in which they talk about this economic model, results, and perspectives, I guess, that of the future. So, which is, I think, interesting. Maybe on the description that we put in the first place, we could not call it like description and call it something like future text, and put it like a maximum of words, and like to have a very short description, like a summary. And then we have like the main description in which we don't have a maximum of words. I don't know if...
No, it's yeah, no, I would just copy paste. I would just copy paste the same text if there are two text places where I need to describe my project.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
It is always hard to write a summary. I mean, in the magazine, we are also having this really, it takes time when you need to write this very short introduction thing. It's harder than writing a longer text. I don't advise, actually. It's more work.
Okay, so you don't, you say that
let's have the text as in one place.
Okay.
We already have too many tags and other inputs that they need to put in, but we can kind of help to define more about the text, like main goals,
Okay.
community reach, perspective on the process. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the development, like they have here.
Yeah,
Like
development achieved. You are writing in a edit mode, I think, Pascal. Now
I don't know, because I have here, yeah, sorry.
I'm approving you.
Okay, and about this feedback, they have here feedback, and they have the economic model, results, and perspectives. Do you think that we should add this to the same description, or is
Yes.
an
Yeah, I'm confused.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Date, people involved, partners, funding, production space, services stack, and repository. So.
Yes, I think it's better.
Okay.
And
Right.
and I also yes. I also added, please indicate your role in the process to that text also. As Civic-wise, we did this and that because sometimes you are part of a bigger project.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's not that bad. What do you think, Luis? Are you there?
Nothing. You are working really. You know that I can't to control. Nothing else. And you are making it so good. So it's community rich or reached with ED.
What is it? Okay. Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. Yeah, Rich.
No, I'm not sure. I'm trying to understand. It's.
I don't know.
Community
Here,
reach,
Julia?
it's not talk about the community that they reached, but how they spread the project. That was my thing, but both can be. It can be both. Or
Okay. So, what do you think? We let it here by now for today?
yes, I think, and also I think, apart from that tweet, which even may not be in this form at all, I'm not sure. We can totally omit it. I think the order of things is also correct when I look at it.
Okay.
We put at the end there is this methodology that I'm deleting now, and the graphic designs I put it in the partners.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we are done.
Yeah, but it's a great approach, a great first approach. No, really. You were trying to get so too far, no? Trying to imagine. No? I agree with Alfonso. No, like take it easy. It's a very good first form, no? And then we need to use it and to find no? better ideas, corrections, or improvements.
Yeah, what we can do now is to, well, try to work on it if we need more fields or not, or the order is good or not, blah, blah, blah. Also, we can work on this text, this helping text that we have in each field. And I was thinking to work. I will try to work during this week on try to use the forum and make it for Hacker residents and fill all the fields.
No, I think we don't need that.
No?
Don't spend time for that. We already used it as the main foundation to develop this. Don't do that. Let's just. My proposal is to open this to the community and get some feedbacks, because this will be the main form everyone will be using to put the projects on. I don't think don't spend prototyping this form. This is very basic.
Yeah, but because of that, at the same time that we are getting feedback from the network, maybe it's good to try to see if we have some blind spots, some things.
Corners.
Yeah.
Corners. No, maybe
I don't know.
Julia, maybe the only way to know it is with filling it. No, I agree with you. No, maybe the way is to ask to the community. No, to if somebody is willing to collaborate. No, ask to fill it, and filling it, we will find if it's good or the way to change it. No, but we need to use it. No, otherwise it's impossible to.
Yeah, but it's.
No, I mean, what I would say is that we can make both. I mean, I completely agree that we need to share with the network and see if they can say something. But at the same time, we can try to fill it, maybe in another document. I don't know. No, make on this document for the rest of the community to share their thoughts, but I don't know. I think it could be good if we unit or not, or
yeah, I'm not agree because it's with testing that we are going to know if the form is good for some projects. I mean, because maybe we are going to test with one project, Residencia Hacker, for example, and the form fits, but maybe we are going to test it with another project, totally different, and it's not going to fit, and we are going to realize that we need another field or something, you know. So, I mean, for me, open the testing thing to the community means that say, for example, Joanna, and she's going to test the form with a project that she has developed.
Yeah, because when we share this document, this draft, what we can say is that the people from network can share their thoughts, and also if they want, they can also make a test with another project that I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
So
basically, I think the idea is that when you try to tell your project if this form is enough, or if you need another fields or another ways to tell it, to identify which ones are the main fields, those mandatory fields, or as Alfonso was saying, maybe with another project you need another structure. Ventejuy is leaving, Pascual.
yeah, I see that.
Okay. Enough. We are
okay.
Media, I think.
Well, okay. Even though, yeah, of course, the first thing is to share the document with the network and see if they want to share their thoughts, and maybe they make their own test. So.
Yeah, I think it's more practical because, yeah.
Okay. Okay, people. Good session.
Great. Good job. You are a great